The next problem is very similar to the one that you just saw, except it's 2x plus 1. The direction is changed. So this is greater than 7 instead of before where it was less than 7. Right? So whenever we want a distance greater than 7, there's two regions to consider. Right? One region there and one region there. So one thing to consider is that 2x plus 1 is less than negative 7. Or it could be that 2x plus 1 is greater than 7. Okay, so solving this, you subtract 1. So 2x is less than negative 8. So x is less than negative 4. And then same thing here, subtract 1. 2x is greater than 6. So x is greater than 3. Right? So overall, we have negative 4 and we have 3. But x is less than negative 4, so it's everything below, or x is greater than 3, so it's everything above. Writing it in interval notation, we would have negative infinity to negative 4, or, so the cup notation from set theory, 3 to infinity. Okay, but what if it wasn't that simple and we had multiple things along? Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to isolate the absolute value. So I want to add 1 to both sides, so I have just one absolute value. 2 minus 7x is greater than 5. Right, and now it reduces down to the question that we know, so the only way it's going to happen is that if it's greater than, then it means 2 minus 7x is less than negative 5, or 2 minus 7x is greater than 5. Okay, so solving this, you subtract 2 from both sides, we get negative 7x is less than negative 7. And when you divide by a negative, we have to change sign. So x is greater than negative 7 divided by negative 7 is 1. And then here we get, if we subtract 2, we get negative 7x is greater than 3. And x is less than, because we're dividing by a negative, 3/7, and that's a negative. So overall, we have negative 3/7 here, 1 here. X is less than negative 3/7, so parentheses facing that way, or x is greater than 1. And once again, in interval notation, it's negative infinity to negative 3/7, or 1 to infinity. Okay, so the steps here is isolate the absolute value and then work with the absolute value from there on.